Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're just going to do a little general peek in on some energy. This is what to work on. We're going to be using the Santa Muerte Oracle. And I think this is called the Wisdom of the Animal Spirit Oracle. I forget. But we're going to get that for our overall here, as well as what to work on. And the animals could indicate an animal spirit guide or some kind of sign or synchronicity for you at this, or identifier for you at this time, okay? We're going to do this group by element and start with the fire signs, then earth signs, air signs, water signs, and everything will be time stamped. This will be for your sun, moon, rising, so follow all the placements to get a bigger picture. And hopefully we can do these pretty quickly, okay? So we're going to start with fire with Aries, Leo, and Sag, okay? All right, fire signs. Aries, you're up first. Let's see what your overall energy is. What animal will come out for you? All right, you have dear, love. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace, okay? I'm going to try and get these a little closer, actually. There we go. Should have changed that up before starting, huh? All right, let's get you one from the Santa Muerte Oracle. See what number it is for you. That may be significant as well. Of course, this is a continuation from the general readings as well. You have number 9. Who is this guy? All right. It's one of the deities. All right. Tlaloc. Nice. In Aztec mythology, Tlaloc is considered the god of rain and fertility, benevolent and indulgent towards the prayers and sacrifices that are offered to him. He was still worshipped with fear because although he watered fields and gave prolificacy with one hand, he could cause floods and droughts and summon lightning with the other. The advice: pay attention and weigh the forces you wish to put out in play, because they are like water. It can irrigate, but in excess it can cause floods, and in absence it can cause drought. So with regards to love and being gentle with yourself, maybe find that nice little balance of self-care for you, okay? You're able to shine out your light and lead the way for others as well. Just know your worth, okay? There you go, Aries. Have a good one. Bye. All right, Leo, sun, moon, rising. Continuation of the energy from the generals earlier this week. Let's see what we got for you today. This may provide more insight. Whew, don't want that going on fire. All right, you have lizard, regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are master of regeneration. So, ooh, nice. Changes, positive changes. Getting better. Getting something new coming in. Shedding old lizard skin. Maybe cleaning house, you know? All right. Card number 11. Mictecacatl is the queen of the dead and the afterlife. Responsible for memory as a whole and individual memories, she represents the principle of synthesis and aggregation of bodies and matter. Complementary to that of her husband, Mictlantecuhtli, she is the alchemic coagula to join together, a continuation on a lower level of the concept of synthesis expressed by feminine energy. In fact, we see her near some recently remolded bodies, devouring stars during the day, because just as life cannot exist without death, day cannot exist without night. The advice: the study and analysis you have done is sufficient, and the time has come to put them to work enacting your own synthesis. So that could be what you're transforming, right? Whatever it is you're thinking of right now. All right? There you go. Have a good one. Bye. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Continuing energy, more insight from our generals earlier in the week. What to work on? What is it? Focus, work, direction. What's next? One piece. Thank you. All right, let's Get one from your Santa Muerte. Ooh, all right. This is nice. All right. You have Polar Bear, Mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Okay. You also have card number 2. Ooh. Masculine energy, taking charge energy, okay? The first active, dynamic, and creative impulse that emerges from the darkness. The second card is no less than the fundamental force of the universe, the first push towards the outside. So you may be really coming alive, so to speak, with your higher self speaking through you, you know, becoming the conduit, if you will. All right. I love it. The first push towards the outside, a channel of passage, both stimulating and vital, the desire to become and to evolve. This desire, however, cannot be satisfied because the energy, much like fuel outside the combustion chamber, is not yet structured and disciplined and stable, okay? So there may need to be some structure. The advice: your abilities are at their peak, but you need to focus better on your objectives, perhaps asking for advice from a masculine energy or paternal figure. That may give you a clue, okay, at this time. There you go, Sagittarius. Follow your other placements too. All right, now on to the earth signs, sun, moon, rising. First up, Taurus. Let's see what we got for you, Taurus. Continuing to work on what to focus on, what to be aware of at this time regarding any energies that popped up in the readings this week. For any of the placements. All right. Further clarity, please. All right. You have 2. Okay. We can do that. First one out, you have Sea Otter, happiness. Be the master of playful living. Excuse me, I had an itch. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. And you have pronghorn. I almost said longhorn. That's interesting. That might be significant to somebody. Action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. Okay. I think the pronghorn is kind of like a safari deer, although I think they find them everywhere, or goat maybe. So if you're not around pronghorns in the tangible, or would be in an opportunity to see them, you could also apply it to deer or goats, I suppose. All right, that fell on the floor. Give me a second. You have card number 15. Wow, we've had deities show up the whole time so far. Okay, I love it. Tlazolotl, Mother Goddess of the Earth, of sex, of moon, and of birth, connected to the 2nd and 7th cards. The complementary primary impulses of both masculine and feminine energy. So a synergy between the two, a balance between the two. And maybe right now this just confirms where you're at, that you've taken action on something to make you happy, right? And balance out both your energies. That's kind of awesome. I love it. Earth, moon, may be significant to you. So earth signs, maybe Cancer, Pisces as well, okay? Bring forth descendants by cooperating. So maybe this also has a lot to do with gathering a group together of folks that love each other, right? Benevolent protector of fertility, we see her devouring a malevolent centipede, for she was also seen as a purifying goddess, to whom people confessed their sins when she purified by devouring them. So this could also indicate about maybe cleansing energy in a group setting. Maybe if you have a large household or something, right? The advice of the dead: trust your intuition, but first accept and admit your defaults to yourself. Only in this way can your journey be prolific, rich, and unobscured by ego. So basically facing shadows too. Maybe that's what needs to be cleansed out at this time, okay? There you go, Taurus. Follow your other placements. Bye. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what continuing to work on energy is going to come up for you. Work on, focus on, be aware of. All right. You have humpback whale, singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power of your soul. Okay, so that's connecting with higher self, right? It also talks about clairaudience and speaking truth, right? Also, clairaudient healing, perhaps, of some sort or another. Your inner navigation being discernment and intuition, tapping in. Perseverance, okay? Stick to goals. Figure out your purpose. You might be working on that or thinking about it right now and trying to get it all together. Follow your intuition. Your higher self has the answer. And of course, things will come in due time. So you might get bits and pieces because you might need to learn things in layers, right? Bear that in mind. Let's get you guidance from the Santa Muerte Oracle. All right. Ooh, nice. Culmination to having a new beginning. Number 32. This is Santa Muerte herself. We have come to the last card of the World of Actions and the last card of this Oracle deck, which concludes with a new beginning. Santa Muerte reminds us that all the energy we have at our disposal is on loan. We will have to pay back, and it is thus our responsibility to transform it in the most beautiful and positive way possible through our existence. This energy was present in the moment it allowed us to exist as we lay in our cribs after birth, and it lovingly holds our hand when we face a new staircase in the grave. Just as life generates death and death generates life, this card invites us to accept any change, transformation, or drastic severing of perspective with a smile. The advice from the dead: make a firm decision on what to cut and what to change in your life. Otherwise, no betterment will be possible. So as you're trying to figure out what this purpose is, figure out what's for you and what is needed to come in, right? Or at the very least, clean house, okay? Make room for what is coming, all right? There you go, Virgo. Have a good one. Follow your other placements. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what continuing energy from the early week of reads for you regarding what to work on, focus on, what to be aware of. Okay, something connecting tangible to spiritual, it seems like, possibly, or just tangible to tangible. All right. Virgo just got this, and that may be significant to you. Sea Otter, happiness. Actually, no, Virgo didn't get it. Sorry, Taurus did. All right. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go. Instead, choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. And since I mentioned both earth signs, maybe earth energy might be helpful at this time. Okay? And that does include water. Maybe you might want to do some elemental kind of stuff. When I see this card, I see water signs too. So maybe check your water sign placements as well. All right, let's get some guidance from Santa Muerte. All right, you have card number 17, breaks down to an 8. I believe this is shadow. Shadow work may be essential at this time. There may be also something just hidden in the darkness you're not seeing, right? And you need to be a little happier and raise your vibration, okay? To a more loving frequency to be able to see it or expose it. Could be a shadow around you. I would definitely check your other placements as well, especially those other earth signs, and maybe whatever water signs are prolific in your chart, okay? May have something to do with somebody of those signs as well, okay? The level of formation begins with shadow, as if in a reflection of what comes from above, from the darkness. The shadow represents our occult unconscious, that which silently suggests that we do not perceive and do not know how to listen to, but that inevitably influences our thoughts, our emotions, and then on the material plane, our actions. When we are not acquainted with it, we project it externally as a negative component. Thus, we can do nothing but see in binary terms of good and evil and white and black. So maybe there's some sort of dark versus light going on, good versus evil kind of energy, okay? The advice of the dead. It is important to start analyzing yourself to gain greater awareness of yourself and your relationship to others. So this may have something to do with others, right? Otherwise, it will be impossible to change and evolve, okay? So it also suggests looking through the darkness transparently as well. There may be something on the other side. Even the person emitting darkness doesn't realize exists, okay? There you go, Capricorn. Good one. Check your other placements. Bye. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Continuation from our readings earlier this week. Just see what's in the energy to work on or be aware of or focus on at this time. This should be quick. Check your other placements. Or any mentioned. Any that pop up here. We'll see. Oh, nice. You got the personal choice card for the animal spirits, okay? So, this is a little homework assignment, I guess. All right. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? I know what mine is. I just did it. What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. I just imagined a crow. And they are strong in numbers. They're resilient at finding things. They're not really terribly picky about what food they get. They're very good at protecting territory. And they also bring in messages from the beyond. So I may have to be continuing what I've been doing. I've been doing all those things. Okay. So whichever one you think about, that may be the animal that might show up for you, as well as for signs and synchronicity purposes, okay? Or be an identifier in your situation, okay? Or any of those qualities that they're known for, the strengths and the wisdom, okay? Let's see what Santa Muerte has for you. Huh, darling? Regarding this personal choice for Gemini. You have card number 27. 27 and 9 might be significant to you at this time. Okay. Harvest. Nice. After an intense and energetic phase of work, it is time for harvest what you have produced. So maybe you're golden right now and just the abundance is flowing in, right? But there's still more to do, right? So maybe right now you're just sort of taking a break, collecting your harvest, right? If your work was in harmony with the higher forces, represented by love, fraternity, and flow, or if it was in direct contact with your will, the results will be intense and speedy. If, however, your action was obscured or corrupted in some way, you will have to have the courage to grasp the sickle and cut away that which is superfluous to start again, without fear of failure and learning from your mistakes. So take that how it resonates, all right? You may want to follow your other placements to see what it might be about. The advice. You have not reached your final realization, but the results are coming. So persevere and continue in your work, all right? So you're at a good pace right now. Keep up it, all right? There you go, guys. Have a good one. Bye. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see which is any energy to work on, maybe focus on, be aware of. Continuing from the readings earlier in the week, the generals earlier in this week for each sign. Take what resonates with whatever placement popped up for you. All right. Any animals and numbers could also be signs and things for you or identifiers at this time. You have grizzly bear, power. Oh, look at that bear eating a fish. Interesting. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. All right, so inner, you got some solar plexus, strong energy here, okay? Also connecting with the divine, all right? Love and gentleness are real strengths. Persevere, persistence, okay? Success is coming because you made it happen. You manifested good things. If you have Pisces in your chart, I'd go check it. I'm really zoomed in on that fish. All right, let's see what Santa Muerte has for you. You have card number 21, breaks down to a 3. So 21 or 3 might be significant at this time. Instincts. Instincts represent the innate behaviors that are not the result of learning process connected to intellect, nor to personal or emotional choices that derive from the energy content of emotions. Instinct is rather a force that taps into collective unconscious and flows directly to the will. It is something intrinsically connected to our desires, our true nature, our creativity, and sexuality. So you may have that as a confirmation, all right? The advice of the dead: indulge the flame that you feel burning without repressing it. Transform it into your strong point with pride, and you will obtain the results that you desire. So keep moving forward, right? Use your instincts, okay? You might need to balance some things out. I do see 2 here. Red and yellow may be significant as well. That's your root chakra and your solar plexus. So, something tangible for you. There you go, Libra. Have a good one. Bye. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what we have for you. Sun, moon, rising. Whatever to work on, be aware of, focus on. Could be a confirmation. Continuing from the energy presented in our earlier generals for the week, whichever placements apply, okay? Take what resonates. Oh, beautiful. You have White Stag, Protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Love it. So much going on there for you. All right. White stag, you know, some kind of deer, a buck, perhaps, might be specific. This is definitely masculine energy, right? But still graceful, quiet, still, agile, right? Look at them horns, too. Ready to fight if need be. Defend. All right, Santa Muerte for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. What do you have? Numbers and animals might be significant to you at this time, all right? It's just signs, sinks, maybe an identifier too. 18 breaks down to a 9. I totally forget which one this was. All right, there we go. Emotions. Love it. Okay, that makes sense. I see it now. What emotions flowing like rainbow water, right? Sentiments, fluid and changeable, like water. They are the aspects that characterizes this card both positively and negatively. Our emotions are the main source of our moods, of our joys and pains. They are the part of us that places us in a receptive and communicative position in regards to the external world, ready to embrace it with open arms. In negative terms, however, they can lead us to close and isolate ourselves from everything around us, transforming the initial multicolored source into tears. Right? There it is. Okay? So this tells me that maybe it's time to go outside and connect with nature. You got the stag there, right? Could also be that, you know, you might need to exercise some grace too. The stag is very graceful, right? Have a bit of a temperance and emotional balance at this time might be an identifier here, okay? The advice, remember to put your heart into what you're doing. Otherwise, the results will be exclusively tied to the satisfaction of your ego and will stagnate in a swamp. And that kind of, the brambles kind of indicate the swamp there, right? It's all fluidly flowing through. All right, so there you go, Aquarius. Hopefully that helps. Have a good one. Bye. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what pops up for you. Continuation of the generals earlier in the week for your whatever placements resonated for you. Sun, Moon, Rising to work on, to be aware of, to focus on. Perhaps a confirmation. Animals and numbers can also be identifiers or signs and syncs for you at this time. So take what resonates. All right, you have Ladybug. Good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. So love, colors might be significant at this time as well. You do have orange here for sacral chakra, so this definitely makes sense here. Bringing in some of that abundance with love and creativity, right? You bless the world with color and good luck. I sense an artist. Maybe art is going to be important, some kind of creative pursuit where color is involved, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be art, but it could be something. All right. Let's see, from Santa Muerte. Ooh, you got two. All right. You have card number 18, emotions. 18 breaks down to a 9. And card number 11 breaks down to a 2. So something manifested emotionally. Maybe creating something using your emotions, like feel it out as you're creating it. Interesting. Let's start with 11, because I think that is, yes, that's Mictecacatl. She is the queen of the dead and the afterlife, responsible for memory as a whole and individual memories. She represents the principle of synthesis and aggregation of body's matter, complementary to her husband, Mictlantecuhtli. She is the alchemic coagula, to join together. So it's about combining, right? A continuation on a lower level of concept of synthesis expressed by feminine energy. So definitely sacral chakra energy here, okay? This may be a way to kind of help you tap into more self-love practice and increase your vibration and heal some things, okay? In fact, we see her near some recently remolded bodies, devouring stars during the day, because just as life cannot exist without day, day cannot exist without night. So maybe balancing some things out. The advice of the dead, the study and analysis you have done is sufficient, and the time has come to put them to work, enacting your own synthesis, okay? So whatever this is, you're going to have some good luck here with this, all right? 18, emotions. Sentiments, fluid and changeable like water, they are the aspect that characterizes this card both positively and negatively. Our emotions are the main source of our moods, of our joys and pains. They are part of us that takes place in a receptive and communicative position in regards to the external world, ready to embrace it with open arms. In negative terms, however, they can lead us to close and isolate ourselves from everything around us, transforming the initial multicolored source into tears. So there may be something outside that will inspire you creatively, okay? Nothing indoors. You got to go outside for this, okay? The advice, remember to put your heart into what you're doing, otherwise the results will be exclusively tied to the satisfaction of your ego and will stagnate in a swamp. Okay, if you're thinking of a nature-oriented location that has a swamp right now, that may be the spot to go. Okay? Now, there were a number of other signs that got these too, okay? I do believe Aquarius just got emotions, and I forgot who got Mictec here. Okay, so you might want to go follow your other placements at this time, okay? There you go, Cancer. Bye. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what we got for you. It'll be continuation of energy from the earlier readings, the generals. Sun, Moon, Rising. This will be to work on any aspect of whatever placements resonated for you in those, okay? To focus on, this could also just be confirmation. Any animals or numbers could be signs or syncs or identifiers for you at this time, okay? All right. Interesting. The wind just picked up. I just saw it. So that might be significant to you. Maybe there's some air sign energy that you might need to tap into that has just arrived. Speaking of which, we did get this with an air sign. Don't remember which one now, so you might want to check out your air sign placements. Grizzly Bear, Power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. Beautiful. So very strong energy. Let's see what we can send Muerte for you. So, perseverance, strength, inner power, solar plexus energy, intuition with your third eye, maybe having strong psychic protection. Okay. Perhaps even your crown chakra as well. You have card 20, breaks down to a 2. 2 or 20 might be significant to you. 2s are about choices, so and options, balance, relationships, okay? Fraternity. Ooh, talk about coming together on something, right? No true evolution or progress is possible if we consider ourselves to be isolated from the world. This card encourages us to do any spiritual and subsequent material work in a state of solidarity and trust towards others. The primordial concept expressed by love must sediment in our minds so as to bloom and lead us to collaborate with others for a greater good. The advice of the dead. Approach your work and your actions in a state of socialness and solidarity, perhaps starting collaborations with those you trust. All right? There you go, Scorpio. All your other placements. Bye. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. A continuation of the energy from the reads earlier in the week. This is just what's to work on, maybe confirmation or, maybe a focus of some sort, okay? I did notice the timestamp exactly at 32 minutes, 32 seconds. That would be 5-5, okay? So the number 5 might be significant to you at this time. On the light side, it basically just is about change and transition for the good, for the greater good, usually driven by the universe. This may be a universe change, okay? This might be in divine timing. On the shadow side, it could indicate drama. So take that how it resonates, okay? It may be kind of guiding you to get away from whatever's dramatic. That is an obstacle. That is definitely something trying to redirect your path, okay? And any other animal signs or numbers could also be significant too, as an identifier or signs and synchronicities at this time, okay? Let's see what we got for you. Okay. We have bison, abundance, sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. Okay. So, yeah, definitely in alignment with that. It could be drama. Storms of life, right? Just maintaining that balance, all right? And that joy and happiness and wisdom. Gratitude. So it might be very patient, and the patience may be trying right now. That's what I'm definitely getting a sense of. All right, but you can persevere. And this is also just a good opportunity to see what needs to go. Right. See if it's worth holding on to for the next. I mean, do you see yourself with drama in 15 years? If not, maybe it's time to cut it out, right? And I know it's really hard. Like if you've got family and friends you're really connected to, but you know, you can't force a person to like change, you know. All you can do is change your position in that situation. Set up boundaries, you know. You only get what you allow, right? All right, let's see what Santa Muerte has to say. But you know what to do, right? You've got wisdom. You've got the bison spirit here. Abundance isn't just about money. It's about happiness and joy and peace too, right? All right. Let's see what else I got for you. Maybe there's a change in this energy too. Ooh, okay. You have number 7. 7 might be significant to you at this time. 7s indicate hermit mode. Maybe you might have to go within. Do a little self-healing and everything. This is the feminine energy card. So you might have to tap more into your inner empress to get things done right now, right? You might have to just be waiting out a situation to see if all when the dust settles, right, so to speak. 7s are also lucky, right? It's also an indication to release fear, okay? There may also be greed or loneliness surrounding, and it's an energy that could be what's causing this drama, right? That could be an identifier for you. While the masculine card presented us with a primordial, active, and creative impulse that still has no form or direction, this card is complementary to it. A receptive and feminine basis, which, like a womb or cocoon, envelops the primitive energy, disciplines it, and stabilizes it by giving it a shape. This shape will consent its growth and evolution, but will inevitably give it mortality. The advice of the dead: take the necessary time to study and meditate before executing any projects. Perhaps ask a feminine energy or maternal figure for advice, okay? And that could also just be tapping into your inner divine feminine as well. You know, if you've been ascending, it could indicate that as well. Or others that can tap in, right? You know, the last thing you want to do is, you know, ask the advice of somebody who doesn't know what the heck they're not going through, right? As many have mentioned as an example, why get relationship advice from someone who hasn't had successful long-term relationships, right? That's a common one. Everyone always asks advice about that sort of thing, but they go to the wrong people for advice. It's like, for me, I learned everything I needed to know about relationships through my grandparents, you know? They'd been married since, World War II, essentially. And it only ended when my grandfather passed away 10 years ago. So, successful, yes, for sure. So, I mean, like, you want to get somebody that knows what they're talking about, okay? Just not any particular person, right? You need a pro. All right, there you go, Pisces. Have a good one. Bye.